everything changed. The drugs changed. Now all you can get out there is, this synthetic fentanyl stuff that if you do it the wrong way, you're dead.
All right, here we are. How are you today?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm good. Good to talk to you again. I heard you were willing to share your story to help others. Is it okay if we use this audio to show other people what's possible?
Yes, sir.
Cool. Can you quickly and just efficiently tell us what your life was like before you got on Suboxone and before you started to take care of this problem of the opioid problem?
Of course. I would say my life was the complete opposite. And that's speaking with every bone in my body. Within a year, I've turned my life around completely. I got married. I got a house, condo, garage, 2 bedrooms. We're talking about having kids. I went from sleeping out of my car, and when I say my car, it is a 2-door El Camino, so little to no room. I was not in a good place, definitely. Started when I was 16 and, just battled with it from 16 to about 30, 31.
Wow. So you did over 15 years of tumultuous living before getting all this stuff together just recently?
Oh, yeah. I was in and out of jail, probation, parole, did a turnaround upstate, spent, years in jail.
Let's 15 years of in and out of jail, creating problems for yourself and others around you. And then in how many months did it take to turn all this around?
Well, for me, the big picture, it was, I finally started, crossing off some of those things that I wanted back. It took about, 6 months to a year for it to for me to feel like I'm back kind of thing.
And now you feel good physically and work and relationships and your primary relationship and you're thinking about building a family and your home. All this stuff is
100%, Dr. Schwartz. And every day I think about that day I met you two, you and Dr. Sam, barely able to walk to the chair, cold sweats and dripping in sweat, barefoot. Look like completely put together now. I got my hair cut every other week.
Wow.
Yeah, totally.
Wow. Can you describe a typical day in the tumultuous years that would just kind of, for those who don't really know what it's like to live like that?
Yeah, totally. I mean, you wake up needing a fix, needing to get well. You're doing hustles to try and, come up with a sack, or you're hanging out with people that are, doing you're always looking over your shoulder. Every time you get into a car, you're just wishing that a cop doesn't get behind you. You're never okay. I would just, some days you're all right because you have, what you need, but, that quickly subsides and you need to, do something to get well again. It all started for me with the Oxycontin back in, 2004, 2005.
Wow.
And raiding friends' moms' cabinets and homies, having it. And that quickly hooked me. I mean, within a year of trying it, I was robbing my own family. I was in jail. I had already gotten my first DUI. I had completely took over my life within a year.
Wow. Have you been on opioids of some sort for this whole time, the whole 16 years?
Yes.
So 16 years straight opioids, and then have you done Suboxone prior to meeting me and Sam?
Yeah, when it first started, it was like a pill form. And, I gave it a shot. It worked for like a month or two, and then I was back out. Yeah, I was
What do you think happened this time that made it stick? Do you think it was part of the practice? Do you think it was the method? Do you think it was you had changed? Do you think it was the Suboxone? It was what had changed this time that made you have such a major transformation?
Oh, Dr. Schwartz, a lot. Everything changed. I mean, jail changed. Everything changed. The drugs changed. Now all you can get out there is, this synthetic fentanyl stuff that if you do it the wrong way, you're dead, and
I see. You think that contributed to you wanting to change your life a little more? It got you a little more serious about it.
I'm not going to lie about that, of course. I was I don't know if you know the term, but I was going out over, half the amount I was doing before with the, and yeah, Oxycontins were very, very deadly, and so was heroin and all of that. But this fentanyl stuff is just no joke.
Yeah, I've seen it too. What would you say to someone who's still in the lifestyle that you lived for 15 years? If you could kind of intervene or give them some of your insight now that you've seen both sides of it, what would you tell someone if you had the opportunity to have a heart-to-heart with them?
Man, I would just, what are you like, what is keeping you from, because it was exhausting, living that life is, there's so much, work to it. They act like they're not at work today because, F the man or whatever, but they're working so hard to,
Interesting.
That's
the irony of it. They're trying to go.
The past year, I have a full-time job, and, I think to myself, this is not nearly as hard as it was out there.
That's the irony. They want to not work so bad that they end up working 4 times harder in opioid life than it would be to just get a job and have an apartment. Wow, that's ironic and interesting. And yeah, we'll make a note of that. Anything else you'd like to tell a young person who's just maybe what would you tell a young person that doesn't think that the Suboxone will help or that any type of treatment will help? If they're cynical or skeptical, what would you tell someone like that?
If you could value your life, if you want a future, if you want a family, if you want a life, you want to travel, you want to see the world or have fun doing, getting highs in ways that aren't manufactured by who knows, give it a shot. Totally, change my life in every way. And, you may think you're having fun right now, and you're running amok, but you're just going to run yourself into the ground. I'm serious.
Got it. All right. Well, thanks for sharing your story with us. I didn't realize we've been speaking every week for a long time, but I didn't realize it was so many years that you were really having that, and that you've been doing so well for so long now. And I'm proud of you, and I'm glad that your life has changed so dramatically. And we'll continue to follow up as needed. Okay.
Will do, Dr. Schwartz. I couldn't have done it without you or Sam. Serious.
All right. And good job to yourself, too, for getting all the milestones completed. Good job.
Hey, thank you again.
All right. Talk soon, buddy. Thanks.
See you next week.
All right.